The sky is the limit when you have no fear, no barriers. What can you create? What can you do with that creation? No boundaries, no borders.
We traveled to Slidell, Louisiana to highlight one of the most inspiring upcoming creators. Here is his story.
I'm Dominic Williams. I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised in Covington actually. And I was raised in Slidell, different parts all around Slidell. Also, I grew up playing sports. I like photography, art, seeing other people create stuff. It's like just coming from out their imagination. And I think one powerful person who impacted the world said, imagination is more important than knowledge. And I agree with that. Why I chose Missing, I came with Missing in high school, and I grew up, during the time I made Missing, I was depressed and having anxiety like that, and I still deal with that type of stuff today. And I chose Missing because I always felt misplaced, and in my group of friends I had, always the odd one out, they'll go do stuff, and I'll nah, I'm gonna stay home, and just because I wasn't into that type of stuff, and chose Missing. When I was doodling and stuff like that, and I just wanted to give somebody to have something to think about. When they hear Missing, they're like, what is missing? Or they just have them think, rather than just living life and just on beliefs, and I'll make them look and find themselves and stuff like that. And Missing, when I was creating a design and thinking of an idea of it, I decided to go with aliens, because that's the only creature to know that's it's out of this world, has a different type of way of thinking, and they know certain stuff. And if you see an alien, you're gonna be like, okay, he stands out from everything else. And that's how I felt inside. Also, it's so many different concepts around the word missing, as in you're missing a point, and that's a lot of things that I always run into. Why I chose Missing, my friend, when I was doodling and stuff, he was telling me I should start putting that sketches and the word on clothes. And I would have never thought I would have been putting it on clothes, but I was just might as well make something out of it and express myself through clothes. That's what artists do with music. They express themselves through music, and I do mine through clothes and many other things. And chose Missing because it's just, we all missing. We all misunderstood growing up, no matter what age you are. People, you gotta seek and find and know yourself in order to understand life and understand the way it works. So we about to go to the Missing lab. I do everything in my garage, screen printing, and I'm gonna show y'all the process I go through. This is the Missing lab, where everything go down. And everything on the wall is just inspirational, motivation quotes to keep me going. These are all my screens. I got about 40 screens. I got some screens for other brands also. That's just my space, where I work in.
Have there been any struggles?
Yes, of course. What the real world will throw at you, as in having a job and trying to run a business at the same time and then paying bills. That's my biggest and most struggle, is trying to split it between putting the money back into the business and keep that flowing, and then having it for bills. I had multiple jobs. I had about 5 to 6 jobs at the age of 22, just quitting it, thinking I could do this, and then back and forth. And right now, I'm pushing it, and it's been working out for the past 2 months, so hopefully it can keep striving like that. But it's not a challenge to me to have to get another job, because it's always better to have more than one source of income. So that's my biggest struggle. Posting on social media and connecting with people throughout the platforms of social media. And I also want to grow bigger and expand my brand because I'm in my 3rd year and I've been doing it by myself. And I feel like I'm moving at the right pace, but I do want to expand the brand as in connecting people and having a team and building the things I need to in order to grow the business. So I'm about to go ahead and screen print a design that I had made on Photoshop. And this one is going to the multiple colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply one layer and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply another layer. So this is the first layer. Came out crisp. I just dry it off. Most people have a heat press and other things, but I'd rather use a heat gun. I just like the feeling of it. So this one I'm gonna do like a rainbow effect to it. I'll go ahead and do blue first. Green, same thing. Then a yellow. I'm gonna finish it off with red. It's the color of that one. Rainbow effect. All right, now it's all dry. That's how the product came up. My inspiration, I would say, is seeing my impact on other people and like touching every generation that's been from kids to the older people and seeing them relate to my message as much as I do. And that's what inspires me, and also my friends inspire me that I grew up with, and to this day, they inspire me to keep going and never gave up on me. I mean, I can't give up on myself. Another big inspiration of mine is just seeing other people create stuff and come out their mind of, as in, just how I'm making stuff that started with an idea, they're doing the same thing. And just to see everybody else as an individual create and come to one and everything can relate to it, that's what inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing.
What is your biggest setback when it came to the brand?
Biggest setback would be, say myself, because I'm my worst enemy. As in, it's me versus me, and I got that on the wall because I criticize my work and I'll do stuff and I don't put it out. Like I made about probably 2 drops and I haven't put them out, and I just have them on the wall because I have a plan with them. But it's always me criticizing myself, and it's a positive thing with that because I'm not settling for less. I always want more. So I say it's a setback. I don't know if you would call that a setback, but I would say that would be my setback. Build off that setback by having more self-discipline and like stop being so hard on myself. That's what my people always tell me. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're doing perfect. Like you're doing way better than the average person. So I just be more self-disciplined and just go with the flow of life and just see where it bring me, because ain't nothing, can't go wrong with that. My story is, to me, is all the pain I dealt with in life, as in having my mom like go to jail when I was young, and my brothers in and out of jail, and then me not being in a steady household, back and forth and stuff like that. Or when I was younger, I used to always be drawn, like always. I'll send my mama drawings to jail, let her see it, and even when I'm at visitation and stuff like that, I'll be drawn. Whatever you go through in life, just push through it and just never give up, because everybody here has to go through struggles, and that's how we all grow. Like, if the rain don't come, then we can't grow. And that's what I love, my motto, basically. Gotta go through it, and when you're going through it, accept it, and be grateful for them hard times, because it makes you who you will be in the future.
So how has missing affected your life, and can you tell us like a little bit about your son and how focused he's been?
Yes, I'll answer the latter part first, if that's okay. Dominic started this when he was 12 years old, and he started the ideas, drawing, and then he got the idea later on that he could put it on clothes, and so it grew from there. But it's always impacted my life because I was missing from my son's life. I went to the penitentiary for 5 years, and he was only 6, so his life was interrupted. Mama has always been missing. I'm grateful to missing impacted my life the way it has because of his support, his positivity, his message, and his love. I am clean and sober today for 2 years. So, yes, it's made a major impact on my life.
How focused has your son been toward his brand, and how has that allowed you to focus on something of greater value?
Well, it's an inspiration because Dominic is totally focused. It's his life. Missing is his life. From the time he wakes up, he's always working. Or if he isn't down here doing his thing in the lab, he'll be upstairs on the computer, nonstop. He lives and breathes it. He's an inspiration to me, motivation. You know, it's such a his message of love has helped me to overcome things that I never thought. I'm 60 years old. I never thought I'd be able to overcome it. 45 years, and to see his dedication, your consistency, your passion, and above and beyond all your love. And thank you for everything. I love you. And missing is going global. We're gonna do it.
Missing has affected my life in a tremendous way, positive. I wouldn't be the person I am today without it. And the people have impacted, like, it changed my life, and I wouldn't know where I would be without it, because I used to have like dark thoughts, and that's what all revolved around me to turn it into a positive thing, turn it into somewhere I could express it. So it had definitely a positive impact. Yeah, this brand is all about just finding yourself and keep searching and never stop.
I got used to the sun in my eyes, didn't know what I had, but how I treasure it now that it's gone. I got used to the taste of this life, didn't know what